Listen closely, because this isn't just a story about mindless killing. For the next 5 in-game days, we are stepping into the boots of a realistic serial killer in Red Dead Redemption 2. We aren't going to just ride around shooting folks at random or causing public scenes. That's not how a true professional operates. To make this video, I've studied the world's most notorious and creepy serial killers, and I'm going to attempt to replicate their methods right here. This journey, it might even add a bit of decoration to our safe house. We've already completed 2 murders on the very first day. We still have 4 days left, so why not take a moment to rest? But I'm not just going to sleep inside the house where I might be caught. No, I'm going to hide out in the barn and spend the night there, keeping a low profile. With 2 kills under my belt, I woke up the next day ready to head into Valentine to find my 3rd victim. Since the first 2 were simple, I just lured them to my house. I wanted to try something different, something inspired by the legends of the trade. But there's a catch. It's broad daylight, and Valentine is buzzing with people going about their business. I had to find a secluded spot on the outskirts. I found her, a lady living all alone. She's the kind of person who could vanish and the world wouldn't even blink. However, since she lives so close to town, people are constantly passing by. I had to wait, lurking in the shadows, watching for that one perfect moment when no one was looking. As soon as the coast was clear, I moved in. For my 3rd victim, I chose a particularly heavy end, dragging her all the way back to the safe house. Now, 3 victims can chill together under one roof. But just as I brought her inside, I heard voices. Bounty hunters. Word had spread in Valentine that people were being kidnapped and murdered. They tracked me down, but I didn't let them breathe. I took them out on the spot. To keep my secret safe, I planned to hide their bodies, but then it hit me. The law was already onto this location. Staying here was a death sentence. With 3 murders done and 2 more to go over the next 3 days, it was time to leave this town behind. I headed for Rhodes. Now, if you don't know Rhodes, it's the land of the Greys and the Braithwaites. Deputies are always on patrol. As a serial killer, I had to be clever. I found an abandoned, creepy house near the town, close enough to the railway station to see the trains, but far enough from the public eye. It was the perfect vibe for a killer's den. I decided to wait for nightfall to strike. I set out for my 4th murder, but then a realization hit me. Due to the storyline and Dutch's orders, we aren't supposed to draw weapons in this town. I couldn't just kill someone randomly. I thought about antagonizing people to lure them outside the town limits. But even the antagonize feature was locked by the game's peace treaty. I was confused. How was I supposed to continue my spree? Then I ran into a security guard posted at the entrance gate of Rhodes. Surprisingly, the game let me provoke him. Since I couldn't kill him at the gate with people constantly passing by, I taunted and provoked him, leading him slowly away from the town limits. Once we were clear, it was time for retribution. You might think I'd give him a brutal end, but my serial killer mind had a different plan. This man was a guard. His disappearance would be the talk of the town by morning. So, instead of posing the body, I set the entire house on fire. Tomorrow's news will read, "Security guard perishes in mysterious house fire." Now, it was time for the final act. I reached Saint Denis. The beauty of this city is that you can find hundreds of souls wandering alone or engaged in shady business, people who can disappear without a sound. But the people and the police here are smart. As soon as I entered, they judged my look, telling me to take off my mask and fix my clothes. The police started giving me wanted warnings just for standing there. I realized I needed to blend in. I changed my outfit to look like a normal worker to avoid immediate suspicion. While searching for my final victim, I found a blind man begging for money. For a moment, my heart wavered. I looked at the sorrow in the world and felt a pang of guilt for my random killings. I decided to give him some money to lighten my soul. I felt better and started heading back to my horse to find a different target. But every villain has a backstory that hardens them. I looked back and realized he wasn't blind. He was faking it. He had played me. Right then, I knew who my fifth victim was. He essentially ran toward his own grave, leading me to a secluded spot where no one goes. My rage was at its peak. No one scams a serial killer and lives. I gave him the most brutal end possible. 5 murders, 0 deaths, 0 arrests, all within 3 days. I decided to spend a little more time in Saint Denis, but believe me, the city isn't as beautiful as it looks in the brochures. People get offended by a look. They report you for nothing, and the police are looking for any excuse to encounter a civilian. Since the law didn't show me any respect, I decided it was time for redemption. I took out an officer and realized I could actually become one by taking his uniform. It's amazing how much power a set of clothes holds. Suddenly, everyone started respecting me. The other cops thought I was one of them and started chatting. But my real target was the most dangerous police station in the city. My plan? Lure them out and take them down on the streets. I couldn't kill them all, but everyone I took down would be a bonus kill for this video. I fought my way through, killing as many officers as I could before successfully escaping the city. Our mission was fulfilled. Over these few days, our deeds have started hitting the headlines across the country. A new name is being whispered in the shadows of every saloon: the Van der Linde.